The market dips its toe in dangerous waters. Can the bulls rally? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in last week's videos, I talked about the fact that 5,800 was key support, and if that broke, there was a very good chance we'd go down and visit 5,740 and more likely 5,724, and that's exactly what we saw as the market dipped down yesterday to 5,724 and a quarter, just holding and bouncing off of there. Now the question is, can the bulls find a rally? I'll get into that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, before we jump into the charts, as always, we take a look at the indicator and see how it did. If you're not familiar with it, we created our own indicator, and it is absolutely crushing the market. You can go back and watch any of my videos. We open this segment with it every time. Let's jump into the chart and take a look at how it did again yesterday. Okay, guys, so you got the initial sell down here, and just a couple quick things. First, the blue here is the pre-market. So we don't trade the pre-market. We only trade cash hours, and it's built for the SPY. So we trade the SPY 5-minute chart, and we're trading regular trading hours, which is the white section of the chart here. And there's a few key things to understand. Because of how the indicator works and its setup, you need real-time data on the ES and the NQ. If you currently have the indicator and you don't have real-time data, you're likely seeing delayed signals because you didn't get the data in real time, which you must have. So if you don't have data in real time, you need to set that up. If you want to use the indicator, you need a trading view account and you need real-time data, and it's absolutely killing the market. So we come down here, we get the sell. Right off the low, we get the buy. You get the huge run up here. Down here from 569 all the way up to 572.50. We didn't get a sell here, unfortunately. Missed that, but then got the buy on the back side of that. Rode that back up. Another winning trade again. Straight up buy. Perfect timing on that. And then after that, I don't trade after 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, so about 1 o'clock on the East. And we did have a couple other trades come through at the end of the day. But again, I don't take these because the market gets really choppy in the afternoon and rarely has big follow-through moves. It does sometimes have those, but rarely does that happen. So we don't trade after about 10 o'clock. This is day trading is an early game. You want to be at the open. You want to get the first 1 or 2 moves of the day, and then you can sit on the sideline. So it did have a sell and a couple buys here later in the day, but the 2 moves of the day, the buy here and the buy here, were spot on. So 2 more winners from the indicator. Guys, if you want to be part of this indicator, just look at what people are saying. I got this email yesterday, really kind email about somebody that's been using it for 3 weeks. They're absolutely crushing it. This is what people are using the indicator for. It's making it so simple. It takes emotion out of the market. It makes it so that you don't have to think at all. You just wait till it says buy and you buy. You wait till it says sell and you sell, and you'll absolutely crush. Now, if you want to get this indicator, you jump on over to the website. There's a link down in the description that will take you right over to the website. And once you're there, it'll take you to our membership plans, trading view indicators area. And right here, you can see trading view indicator. It's $59 a month, or you can get it for $5.90 for the year. That's a 2-month discount. And here's what I do. I don't give a 7-day free trial on this, and that's because I have 10 months of data that show how great it works. You can go back and watch all of the videos. You see it in real time. And we're going to do a live trading session with it soon. I haven't picked the date yet, but maybe Thursday or Friday of this week. And we'll show you exactly how it works. But get over here, get this. And what I'm going to do is, if you get it and you use it and it's not helping you trade, or it's not what I say it is, or you don't like it, I'll give you a 30-day money-back guarantee on it. So you get it, use it for 30 days. If it's not good for you, tell me, hey, I don't want to day trade, or this ain't for me, or whatever. I don't care. I will gladly give you a refund, but I know that you're going to love it, and I want you to be a part of it. This indicator is killing. So check that out, guys. Now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500. And we had these lines, these 3 top lines on the chart last week. I said that if they broke this 5,800 level, we would very likely come down to 5,840. That was our first stop. Then they went back up and came down and tested 5,740, and then came back up and come back down to test 5,725. It's exactly where they bounced it today, 5,724 and a quarter, which was these lows, these peaks, and these peaks over here. This is a ton of support / resistance. Because we're above it, it is currently support. And a break of this level should lead to aggressive selling, with our next stop being the 5,650 area and then 5,600 after that. Again, a break of 5,560 is a big warning for the bulls. that we may have put in a top to this market. So bulls are playing with fire here. This 57.24 level is very important. Should that break, we will likely see 56.50. And then from there, we'll see if the bulls can find a bigger rally back up over the highs. If they do break down, our count would look like this. So we currently still have barely by one tick on the ES, by one tick, you have a 1, 2, 1, 2 setup. So you have a wave 1, a wave 2, a 1, and a 2. It is not the best structure. You don't really want to see your wave 2 come down that far, but it has not invalidated, so it does still have merit. But if they do break down, then it would be a bigger 1, 2 for the bulls. And I really don't like that count to the upside. It's too stretched for the C wave. It doesn't really fit, but that would be the bullish alternative. And we might just be looking at a bear case where the bears are going to try to start taking the market down in a bigger way. Again, they got to get through 56.50 before we, or 55.60 before we can even talk about that on the bear side. If they do that, then we can start talking about the April lows and seeing what happens from there. Over on the NASDAQ. Okay, so on the NASDAQ, we had a similar set of support and resistance lines here. I told you if they broke this 20,450 area, it was very likely we were coming down to 20,000 next, and that's exactly what we saw. The market spiked 20,000 almost to the penny, bounced back above that, and then came back down. Again, the NASDAQ is performing weaker than the ES as it is sitting down at that 20,000 level still just above support, and has already actually poked through this low, whereas the ES held that low. So right now the NASDAQ is also playing with fire down in the support zone. They still have a potential 1-2 setup. So you got a 1-2, 1-2. And that is a really ugly bounce here. So I think they need to make at least a low. But that low is also going to have to hold above this wave 2 low at the 19,833 level. So they'll kind of have to thread the needle here with a low and then a rally if they're going to have a more direct bullish setup, taking this back up towards 22,000. If they fail here, and we've been saying this for a long time, the NASDAQ has been weaker than the ES. If it's going to rally, it needs to be 2-1, 3-1, 4-1 to the upside. We need to see the NASDAQ outperform big. But if they fail here, you can see a very big sell-off start when we get below this 19,830 area. You can see a very quick 300 to 600 points, taking us down towards that 19,200 to 19,500 area. And then if they break that 19,000 area, it can be a lookout below type situation. So the NASDAQ teetering on some main support. It is in a potential AB setup, and this is what you would want to see as the start of a C wave down. So the bears are trying to take control of this market. The bulls are kind of up against the wall here. As long as the bulls can hold and rally, we can see new highs. But a breakdown here, and I think it may come in the form of a spike of this low for a wave 5 of 1 of C. So we come down and test that 19,833 area. Then you get a little bounce here, and then you get a 1-2, and then a breakdown, and that would be a 1 of C of a much, much bigger correction. So something to keep an eye on. If the bulls can't start to put together a rally and take back some key levels, then the bears can take control of this market and really sink it fast. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. It'll take you right over to the website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans that both come with a 7-day free trial. That's because I want you to get in there. I want you to make sure you love it. Become part of our trading team. Interact with PT and I and make sure it's for you before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. You literally have nothing to lose by checking us out. We do have some yearly plans. If you want to get a little bit of a discount and give us a longer shot here, you can do that. But more importantly, we also have our educational material. We have our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course, as well as our Advanced Elliott Wave course. And these courses are helping traders understand these complex markets. In the advanced course, we're going through these patterns that we're seeing right now, these advanced fib levels, the diagonals that we're constantly seeing, the double and triple threes, the flats, the triangles, and how to trade Elliott Wave. So many people know how to put the basic waves up and think they know Elliott Wave. There are so many nuances to how to do that. There are so many things you have to understand, and trading is definitely one of them. We go through that as well. You can see on the screen, our traders are really loving this course. It's helping them understand these markets. But if it's a little bit too much for you, or you're just getting started with Elliott Wave, we also have our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course. And that course is helping real traders make real money and finally understand the market in a way that makes sense. It can be so hard when good news makes the market go down and bad news makes the market go up. See earnings season. This is because Elliott knew that the news cycles meant nothing long ago. He knew that they were garbage and no one cared. It was all about sentiment and psychology and key levels. And this gives you a huge trading advantage over the rest of the market. This course is 25 videos where we go over 3 different parts. We go through your introduction, where we get you introduced to Elliott Wave and the KISS method and why it works. We go through our chart setup and tools. Every tool you need to use with Elliott Wave, how we use it and why we use it. And our Elliott Wave for Beginners area, where we go through each of the waves, break them down, how to measure them, how to find their values and key levels, how to understand if they're working or failing. We go through the pivot, the theory of alternation, the corrective depth theory, everything you need to know to make sense of these irrational markets. Now, the cool thing is, if you want to get both courses at a discount, you can get them for $37 off with our bundle package and get both courses at the same time. But if you want to just get them for free, simply join one of our monthly rooms, as they are included in this price. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go over exactly where we are in the counts and what to expect, as well as the training material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing in day trades. We do trade quite often in my room. Now, if you're looking for individual stocks, futures trading, income trading, and advanced trading, you need to check out PT's third room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as those futures trading, some individual stocks, his income trading method that's crushing the market, as well as his advanced trading reduced risk binary method that gets you in at a super cheap price and get you big multiples on your money. And it's how he structures that trade that's so unique, something you really have to see to understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. All right, our key takeaways for today. Market is at some key levels here. 57.24 needs to hold to the downside, or we can start to see a snowball effect. 5,700 would be next, but I would look at 56.50 as the next major level of support, and below 55.60 becomes a problem for the bulls. To the upside, if they can start a rally and get off of the mat here, we can look at them rallying back. They need to take back 5,800. If they can do that, we can look at them starting to build a structure to push toward that 6,000 plus area we've been talking about. Over on the NASDAQ, same thing. They're at a key level. Breaking down below this 19,831 level next would lead to some serious selling. That could lead us down to 19,200 to 500 very quickly. From there, we'll see if the market can find a bottom and reverse. However, if they can hold support up here above this wave 2 and get a rally going and take back the 20,300 area, the bulls can start a rally back toward that 22,000 overall area. Guys, that is your update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.